let's get right into it. I'm a beginner trying to learn to barbecue at my own pace, and I just bought a bunch of what I think are day one essentials to start cooking on this Weber Kettle. In the next 5 minutes, you can decide for yourself as I show you each item and put it to the test by preparing the easiest, zero skill required barbecue meal. But first, how can I start this journey today without an ice cold beer? It's not charcoal cooking without it, and for my first cook, I went with charcoal briquettes over lump charcoal. For someone with no experience, they seem smaller and more uniform in size, which hopefully means that it's easier for me to maneuver. I then picked up a pair of the cheapest long tongs that I could find, and I had no trouble grabbing the briquettes with them. And don't you worry, there will be another one I use for food. Now, I read online that it can be a bit frustrating to get the coals lit without one of these charcoal chimneys. It's essentially just a metal pipe, so I grabbed the cheapest one and filled it with charcoal. And pair it with any Firestarter, and it should make light work of this potentially super time-consuming part of the process. For next time though, I'd use 2 Firestarters from the start, and that should get the coals red hot much faster. You'll see even after 15 minutes, they weren't quite fully lit and I had to heat up some more afterwards. As it's the first time firing up this barbecue, I gave the grates a quick wash and dry. Then, per the manual, I heated up the barbecue for 30 minutes in order to burn off any manufacturing residue. So here it is, my beginner-proof barbecue meal. Pre-marinated wings, beef sausages, and pre-seasoned lamb skewers. No prep required, how easy is that? And to make sure I don't burn my hands off, a pair of heat-resistant gloves and a second pair of tongs just for cooking. You may be wondering, wings? Those aren't exactly beginner proof. And you're not wrong. But with this handy Bluetooth thermometer, I can now monitor the cooking progress remotely via my phone. Conveniently, it magnetically attaches to the accessory holder for Weber's own, significantly more expensive iGrill system. Now just give the marinated wings a good sear and then move it to the side along with the beef sausages for some indirect cooking. With your temperature probe in, now it's time to kick back, put the lid on, and relax until the barbecue meats reach the perfect temperature. This guy's ready. Even though it was burning my fingers off, I had to try this right away. I'm not going to say my store-bought sausages and wings were mind-blowing or anything, but it did hit the spot. Perfectly cooked and juicy on the inside. Round 2, we've got lamb over charcoal. My favorite street food, and honestly, just 5 to 6 minutes over direct heat is more than enough for perfect results. You want the fatty bits to get a bit charred, gloves on of course, and just flip it every minute. I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't like lamb, because the smells were just divine. Okay, before I wrap up this video, I couldn't resist spending $3 on these metal skewers for a bit of a nostalgia trip. Yes, you can't beat roasted marshmallows, and the ones I have here are just soft like clouds. None of those powder-coated ones you see here in Australia. Time to show my inexperience, but my grates got pretty burnt. Though apparently I can just scrub it off. I'm using this Weber grill brush because reviews were saying that the metal bristles on cheaper alternatives might just come straight off. Okay, maybe it's not as simple to clean as I thought. To wrap up this video and my barbecue, this cheap cover does the job. It's a bit rainy these days, and even though I keep it under a roof, this extra layer should hopefully prevent any rust and help keep the barbecue clean. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments which one you'd get, or if you have any recommendations for me, as I am still just a complete beginner. Subscribe if you want to show your support, and I'll see you next weekend, as I think I need to give these grates a proper clean.